What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's main event within the UFC. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. This Saturday, we got Michel Pereira taking on Anthony Fluffy Hernandez in the UFC's main event in the middleweight division. In a fight, man, that you have two guys who are just both on huge win streaks, who are just on a collision course towards the title. You got Pereira, who is on like this 8-fight win streak within the welterweight and the middleweight division. He's had some issues when it comes to cardio back when he was at welterweight, but since he's jumped up to 185, he's just looked explosive, dynamic, putting Andre Petroski away in 1 minute, Michel Pereira in 1 minute, Ihor Potieria, UFC 301, in 54 seconds. So, he hasn't even had to use his cardio since going back up to middleweight, right? And he's dynamic, that capoeira style. He gives so many, he overwhelms his opponents with so many things to download and look at. And just, he's doing front flips, back flips. He's doing strikes off the cage, showtime kicks. The guy, he's just all over the place all the time. But the crazy thing is, he lands. He's super accurate. And he's just built like a brick shithouse. So yeah, he's throwing all these crazy things at you, but he's throwing them to land, and a lot of times he does. And even when he's not throwing the crazy spinning kicks, he's going right down the middle, very linear, knees up the middle, straights, Superman punches. The guy throws a lot very quickly, and against someone like Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, who is a notoriously slow starter. Now, his last loss was to Kevin Holland back in 2020 in a similar fashion to where Pereira finds a lot of success. Knees and punches 39 seconds into the very first round, where Holland went out there and caught Hernandez cold at the very start of the fight and just caught him with a knee right up the middle, caught him in the gut, dropped him and finished him real quick. And that's where Pereira can find a lot of success. But here with Anthony Hernandez, since then, has been an absolute dog, right? He went out there and submitted the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion Rodolfo Vieira after that Holland fight, right? He's gone out there and he's finished Marc-Andre Barriault, Edmund Shabazian, and most recently, Roman Kopylov. And, a lot of the times, Fluffy loses the first round. He gets beat the first round. He gets dominated a lot in the first round. But he's got that dog in him. He's got that grit, heart, will, determination. He grinds. And a lot of times, he attacks these guys directly as their same game plan towards him. He beats them at their own game, right? He was able to sub Vieira. He was able to sub Barriault. And then he was able to withstand from Kopylov and was able to find that submission finish himself into the second round. So most of the time, you're not going to see Fluffy getting these first round knockouts. You're not going to see him getting these first round submissions. You're going to see it second, third round. Later on in the fight, when these guys are not able to put him away so early, you see him rally back, and that is where he is so good. Because technically, doesn't look very good. Physically, does not look like a physical specimen. Athletically, not an athletic specimen. But he's a tough motherfucker. He is a dog, and that is what has gotten him to the dance, and I think that is what is going to help him continue. But it's all about weathering that early storm of Michel Pereira. Because Pereira, explosive, dynamic, unpredictable, and just world class in the first 5 minutes of any fight is Michel Pereira. And he can definitely do it off of a guy who starts very cold in Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Guys, I'm not making a prediction for this fight. I'm a fan of Hernandez, but I'm really curious to see how far Pereira can take this at the middleweight division, because he looks good, and you can't deny it. And with how explosive that he starts these fights and how cold Hernandez starts his fights, I'm curious to see what's going to happen in these first 3 minutes. And if we get past those first 3 minutes, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen in rounds 2 and 3. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this fight. I'd love to hear your guys' predictions, who you guys think is going to take Michel Pereira, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Guys, that's going to do it for today. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.